as I was playing the song, my guest walks in with his entourage, like a typical star. He's come here with his guys. Fadama, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So, did you get lost coming here?
I was lost. We roamed some, we couldn't find the room.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So, who are your guys? You brought some guys with you here in the studio.
This is my Happiness family team.
Your Happiness family team.
Happiness.
What does that mean?
Happiness mean forward ever, upward ever.
Oh, upward ever, backward never.
Yes, as usual.
Excellent. Okay, so welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I am so glad. I thought I was going to have to be playing your records like on a loop while you two were getting lost all around.
Oh, Charlie, it's not easy.
It's not easy at all. Listen, I'm really happy to have you here on the show. I've listened to 2 of your tracks. I'd actually never heard of you before, but the 2 tracks that I listened to, I really like bangers. I really enjoyed them.
Thank you.
How's your week been?
Let me say stressful week.
Oh, Charlie.
I'm about to release a song, so I'm doing background works.
Okay. What does background works mean?
Yeah, I have to get my publicists, my media people aware before at least I'll release the song. So that's what I'm currently doing.
Running around doing a lot of things.
Yes.
Have you noticed that the year has been running by?
Very, very, very fast. Very, very
fast. It's not easy, eh?
Very fast.
We just landed in January, and then before we knew
the February is already ending. It's running like Usain Bolt.
Charlie, can Usain Bolt even catch up with it? I wonder. Listen, each week, my guest always starts with a reading.
Wow.
So, what do you have to share with us for today? And tell me why you chose that piece. Why is it so special for you?
Okay. Well, I have to get into my gallery and then bring it out.
It's okay. We'll wait for you.
Okay.
But don't take too long.
I won't take too long.
Yeah.
Global Africa Radio.
Yes, Africa Global Radio.
It's Africa First, eh?
Yes, Africa Global Radio.
Wow.
Our growth.
Wow.
Our story, our growth, our future. And, especially on this show, we always want to showcase African excellence, the positive, artistic and creative stuff that's going on in Africa. And then we also like our guests to come in and share their craft, what drives them, their passion,
pushing Ghana forward.
Yes, your challenges, all of those things.
Okay.
So
like my phone is buzzing, so many people are calling, so
please guys, if you are buzzing Fadama, he's on air, stop it. Wait till he's finished. You got it?
Let me see. Wow.
Do you remember it off by heart, or you need to have it in front of you?
I need to have it in front of me,
Okay, so get it prepared. You're gonna have it soon, or should we listen to one of your songs while you're trying to find it?
That would be better.
Yeah. Can we set this one up? Can we go for this one? Okay, so we're going to listen. Fadama has so many things on his phone. He can't find what he needs. So we're going to listen to his song Reassure again. And then once we come back, he will be ready to share with us.
Okay, I think I've got it now.
You've got it. Well, excellent. The floor is yours.
So this is how it goes. It's written by a Ghanaian.
Which Ghanaian specifically?
Okay, Alex Konedu.
Okay.
So this is how it goes. Death does not like money. We shall all enter a hole in the earth. Even if even there were 2 chances to die, I would not joke with 1. You'll be put in a coffin. The coffin will be nailed. You'll be sent to the cemetery. While you are being carried away, your head will be in front, your legs will be at the back. Your people will surround you. Some will be dancing, others will be conversing about you. You reach the cemetery, put in a grave, covered with sand, hit by the shovel. You'll be left there. While they return home, death is cruel.
Death is cruel.
Yeah.
I like that bit where you said, if ever there were 2 chances to die, I would not joke with one.
Never.
Joke with one. Tell me, why did you choose this poem?
Well, I see life as something that no one should ever joke with.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have to live like today is the last day you live in.
But a lot of people, I think, don't joke with
That's
their life.
yeah, that's why we have to encourage a lot to also be serious in life and be positive always, you know. Because
Mm-hmm.
the more you drive positive energy, the more you are not even afraid of, even when you die, where you're going to, you understand? So at least whatever you are doing today, know that when you die, you have something to at least
You have to leave something behind, leave
exactly,
an impact
exactly,
on
have a
people.
good legacy, you understand? So basically, that's how it is.
Yeah. And so, how are you going to leave your legacy?
Well, I would have said I just began, but
No, but I mean, at least you have a plan, you have an idea in your head of what it is you want to leave behind. Because obviously, you've talked about putting positivity into the world and
exactly,
encouraging people to be positive and to also appreciate their life and treat it each day as if maybe tomorrow will not come.
yes,
Yeah. So obviously, you've given an idea there.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I would say I want to be remembered for that guy who believed in whatever he's doing, who believed in where he's from, no matter how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that anywhere you are in this world, like as far as you believe in yourself and you put in hard work, you're going to make it to the top there. So I'm that guy who will tell you that believe in whatever you are doing. Listen to no one, just keep the positive vibe going.
Do you need to follow your instincts?
Exactly.
So I hear you hit the scene in 2017.
Yeah.
What were you doing before, you know? Because I mean it's quite recent. It's like
Yeah.
it's 3 years,
Yeah,
yeah?
it's not that much long.
It's not that much long. So obviously you were doing other things before. Tell me what you were doing before and what was the catalyst for you to say this is the path that I'm going in.
Well, for before, I was like someone who loved music. I love music my whole life. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So I'm someone who generates fan base for people. You understand?
What is that? Are you an influencer or what?
That's I don't know. Like it come naturally. Like whenever I believe in something, people around me also do same.
Okay.
So when I said people should support you, automatically they're gonna do.
Okay.
So like let me say, I believed in Stonebwoy before,
Mm-hmm.
and I through that I won. Stonebwoy won the heart of my friends. You understand? So
Okay.
like anything Stonebwoy,
So what area do you come from?
Fadama,
Uh-huh. You see, because whenever I hear those kind of things, I
Yeah.
always think of you, like the people in Nima and
Zungo,
Fadama
yeah.
are really loyal.
yeah.
Like once
That one
they
is very sure.
once they are your supporters, it's like a do or die affair. They
Exactly.
will always be there for
Exactly.
you.
So
Uh-huh.
that was who I was before, and the music I was doing it, but I wasn't doing it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So friends were like, "Joe, Charlie, you can do this. So be serious about it." So I decided to do it very commercial and then get professional with it. So
Okay.
from there, I started very serious before.
So what were you doing? Were you like writing lyrics, singing? Were you writing for other people? What were you doing? You know, because you said
No,
you were
like,
into music. Did
like
you
I,
just
I, I can perform people's songs
Uh-huh.
to friends. I can even do freestyle to friends. Like I do all those things. So they were like, "Oh,
then you
as
take it professional?
as you are doing it like joke, like you have to be serious with it so that it can also fetch you something. You can even leave a legacy. Like where you're coming from, they'll also be proud of you."
Yeah.
So I decided to take it serious from there.
And so then you took the name Fadama Selorm.
Yeah, Fadama Selorm, I took it long time ago.
Uh-huh. And when you took it long time ago, why was that? What was the reason behind that? Or because
The originality,
Yeah.
just the originality. Because for me, first I wasn't using Fadama Selorm. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was using some Italian name. I don't think if I mention it here, it will be appropriate.
You were using some Italian
Yeah,
name.
that was my nickname. So like people don't see me and even know who I am, like my tribe or
Uh-huh.
where I'm from.
Uh-huh.
So they confuse me with so many things. So I decided to bring my originality out. Like the Ewe tribe, bring out the Selorm
Yes.
and made them know I'm a Zongo boy.
Uh-huh.
Understand? So that was how the Fadama Selorm came.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell us this your Italian nickname? Oh, you want to hide that from
I
us?
think I have to hide it. It's no more relevant.
Okay, okay. This song
Hmm.
and your other music. Tell me what's the drive? Where do you get the ideas? How do you put it all together for us to get this end product?
Well, music is nature.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at things around you and
Mm-hmm.
you imagine things and you compose it. I sometimes write it, I sometimes go into the studio and the vibe come and then we do it over there.
Straight freestyle.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like this one like this, the whole feel like this is something like I called my boys Kwekudrinos and Kenankra.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, Charlie, like the year is about to end, that was 2020. So let's at least be grateful to God and let God know that we appreciate whatever He has done for us. So we entered the studio and then we told the engineer how we want the beats and then he started it and then that was all.
So
He was just showing gratitude to God.
so tell me how do you said you showed the engineer what kind of beat?
Yeah.
Put it to me in words. Tell me, how do you say to the engineer the kind of beat you want?
Well, it's like the engineer has to open everything, start afresh. I want Afrobeat, but I want it this way.
Uh-huh.
He will be playing it and I will be guiding.
Okay, so basically, does Afrobeat have like a basic
Yeah.
that you build on top of?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then, as he's doing it, then you say, "I want
this one
here,
here.
I want this here."
Exactly.
Through.
Exactly. So that was how we do it.
So do you do that before you have the lyrics, or how do you write first and then the music comes to fit it, or do you have the music?
Okay, so it's like this. You write,
Mm-hmm.
we have songs that we write, and then we write everything down, chorus and everything, how it's supposed to be arranged.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to the studio, show the idea to the engineer, sing it for him also to hear. So sometimes he also hear what you are singing and then play the beat around it. But sometimes to they play the beat,
And
like
then you get an
they
idea.
play the beat based on how you sing. So you get an idea, you create on the beat. So it's sometimes like that.
So as you said, you sometimes it's like you see things around you, it inspires you to
Exactly.
to be, but then sometimes too you also hear what you hear a beat.
Yeah, yeah.
A beat too can also inspire you,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. So it's a vibe. It's a vibe. When you are in the mood, a beat can drive you. A beat can give you vibe.
Yeah.
Then you start to get something down. You can harmonize and then later on get the words to fit in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then of
So-
course you can just go back and be retweaking
Exactly.
and retweaking until
Exactly.
you get. Do you play any musical instruments yourself?
I don't do, but I'm trying to learn that.
What are you? I think you should learn. What are you trying to learn?
I want to learn the keyboard.
Do you know? I think for me, I think every musician should
Yeah.
know how to play the keyboard.
Yeah.
You need to know how to play at least one instrument, and
For sure,
usually
for sure.
the keyboard is the best
Yes.
one before you. You know, you've heard of the singer Prince, yeah?
Yeah.
Like he played like 20 instruments.
Wow.
He would play everything on his
Wow.
on his
Then he's a
album.
magician.
No, he's like a complete genius.
Wow.
You know, because you have these engineers who create beats and that. Tell me, why do you think it is that a lot of musicians don't play musical instruments? Because for me, when you hear musician, somebody needs to play something. But we have a lot of people here who, like yourself,
Yeah.
who cannot play anything.
It's understandable. That one is understandable. But sometimes you need to, the work becomes too much when you don't have strong team behind you or beside you. So you have to be doing a lot of things. You understand, like all the promotion and all the internet stuff or whatever. Like you take care of everything. So it doesn't give you that much space to at least do things on your own. So it puts some of the things in a rush.
Yeah.
So you just have to work with someone. But when you have a strong team behind you, yours is to only bring out the music for them to do the promotion and all those things.
So
I think
basically
you have that comfort.
Because you have people around you, but still you have to be like the creative genius behind everything. but
and
also do your
the promotion.
admin and the
Exactly.
promotion and something. That's a lot of work.
It's a very, very huge work.
Why don't you have a manager?
Why don't I have? Well, I can't tell. Manager for Ghana here, I don't, for someone to manage you is two things in Ghana here. It's either the person is the one who do the investment in you, or you have to hire the person and pay the person.
Okay.
So for me, I think I'm not financially stable enough to hire someone.
But do we have people in Ghana of the caliber that, for instance, if you suddenly had money today, like, or you had the right amount of finances today, are there people that you know comfortably that I can get this person to manage me and they will do what I needs to be done for me to reach the heights
For sure,
that I
for
want
sure.
to go?
There are people, I know them personally, and for me, I know it's because of the finances. That is why I'm not getting them. But if there is money right now, if someone is ready to invest, I think getting those people are very easy for me.
Do you think, I mean, this thing of investing, so for instance, if somebody came and invested in your music, how then do they make money back?
So many ways.
Tell us, because simply, no, you know, because being an artist in our part of the world is not that easy.
That one is true.
And making money, like the business side of it, is usually quite problematic.
Exactly.
So when you have an industry that
it's not well structured.
It's not well structured, then how? Because I keep on hearing, I don't know if it's true, that if you want your music played at the radio station, you have to pay them.
For sure.
So how then do you make money?
But for me, like, it's not that I don't pay, but when you don't pay, they can consider you and play it maybe once.
But if you want a rotation of
that
it, then
means you have to have a contract with the DJs who play. So that one is not part of the radio station's policy.
Okay, it's an individual thing.
It becomes personal with the DJs because they can decide to play Nigerian people's music.
Yes.
They can play American people's music without even taking a dime from them. But some people...
Well, you know that because of the way the industry is structured, you in fact should pay the American artists for playing their music.
Their music.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you don't get that one here.
So what is Musica doing then? Because aren't they supposed to be there for like musicians and copyright?
I think for
like
Ghana here, laws doesn't work unless it's being enforced. A lot of laws doesn't work from the top to the down, so it implies into the music industry as well.
So how do you make money?
You make money, of course.
How do you? I'm asking you.
For me,
yeah.
Well, I make money through streaming, online streaming.
Okay.
And sometimes through
live performances.
Live performances too.
I think that's where you guys get most of your money.
Yeah,
from,
for sure,
isn't it?
for sure. For Ghana here, that's where the money generates from the most, because the online streaming, a lot of people like the free sites, downloading it on their phone.
Yeah.
And that's all.
So with COVID now in place, and obviously you can't do concerts, how has that affected your revenue stream?
I think it has increased the online streaming because people stay home, and then you have to be home with music.
Yeah.
Unlike first that you have to go to the club, you have to enjoy everything through like outside and whatever. But now you'll be home alone, and then you can't do without music. So I think it's increasing small, but not the way we want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are still improving though.
I think your music is good. I think you need a promoter, or like as you said, somebody
a financier.
Somebody who would take the burden off you for the promoting and stuff like that. What music do you listen to?
What music do I listen to? Well, I listen to all kind of music, depending on my mood.
Okay. Give an example.
The genres or the songs?
The genre?
Well, I listen to Afrobeat a lot. I listen to dancehall too.
Okay.
A little bit R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, what about other stuff like rock music or pop music or stuff?
Well, I don't. I'm not that much into those kind of songs.
No, I'm okay, and I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of it as a point of research,
Okay.
is in the sense that, because I think another thing that I think for our musicians also here to be um, cognizant cognizant about is the fact that it gets to a point where all the songs sound the same
For sure.
because everybody's being influenced by the same thing. But if you go and you listen to other types of music, you might just be able to pick something. Like you could listen to some classical song and think, because you know how to work music in your head, you listen to something and you can think to yourself, oh damn, I could just fit this in here.
Exactly.
And then it gives, you know, a,
Exactly. Well, what you are saying is very true, and then I believe in that as well. I used to do that,
mm-hmm.
but we live in an industry where the people decide on what they want. You don't give them what you want to give them. Sometimes you give them what you want to give them, and you stand out, but you are not much appreciated. So
But isn't that the sacrifice you give for greatness?
you give the sacrifice for greatness, but the zeal to push it for more people to know about it become a problem because it doesn't fit into their playlist.
Yeah, but the thing is, how is something going to fit into somebody's playlist if they haven't heard it?
So that's how it is. So
So,
it's like the industry is structured
yes.
to be on one side.
So, but things change because people always break the molds.
Exactly.
So
So when I have that financial backing,
power.
exactly, that I know that whatever I do, it can be pushed and forced on the people.
Not forced on the people. The point is, if you give somebody a reason why they should like something, you know, I think people, specifically art things, people don't make the decision with their brains. They make the decisions with their heart.
For sure.
You know,
For sure.
so you don't need to force something that you know, people will like it.
I believe that.
People will like it.
I believe that.
Okay, so you won the 2020 High Life Song of the Year at the UMA Awards.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
The UMA Award is upcoming music award.
Mm-hmm.
So that was last year, and then I got nominated for like 3 categories.
What
So
categories were those?
the highlight song of the year, the main artist of the year, and the hip life song of the year.
Okay.
So the highlight song, that was where I won.
Mm-hmm.
That was my song Suyeya.
Mm-hmm.
That was where I won it at.
Okay. Who nominated you? Or do they ask people to nominate?
You filed for nomination, but for me, like, I was recognized by the awards
Okay.
award organizers, so I got nominated automatically.
And then you won. How? What does that mean for your career? How does that help you?
It at least give me, let me see, courage. Like at least motivates me to do more and get into the bigger award nominations, which is the VGMA, the 3 music awards, and then maybe outside Ghana as well.
BET and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
So
You've collaborated with some very, like when I was looking at your bio, I saw some heavy hitting names there.
yeah.
Who were your favorite people to work with and why? And
Who were my favorite people to work with? For me, it's like I gel with everybody. That's how I am. Before I do music with you, we become friends before.
okay.
That is like you have to at least get into the person and know how the person is before at least you do or the person fit into your music. So for me, I move with guys. As well as I'm coming up, they're also coming up. So I think we coming up together is good for us.
Okay.
So I collaborated with people who I will not say are below me or above me. We are of the same level coming up together. So I think with the unity, pushing forward will be the key.
But taking somebody like Stonebwoy, I mean, he's reached the
Top there.
top there.
Yeah.
How you've worked with him?
Not officially yet.
Not officially, but you've done stuff together?
We have things in the pipeline that I can't disclose based on
obviously
Yeah.
agreement, because obviously somebody like Stonebwoy's management is
Yeah, it's very
tight,
huge. Yeah.
and
So there
you
are so
know,
many structures that you can
so
break.
many, yes, that yes, which is good. I hope you also get there soon yourself.
For sure, for sure.
Um, what apart from music, what other artistic skills do you have?
Well, none yet.
None yet.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
You don't write poetry, you don't.
No.
Everything is just music.
Music, music, music.
You sleep music, you drink music, you wake
Exactly.
up to music, you. So, you said you didn't have, you don't have management, you don't have an investor. How do you survive? I mean, okay, you're earning from your streaming, but
Yeah.
you know, you don't have a side hustle.
Well, I would not say I don't have a side hustle. Or I don't know. I don't have that side hustle, a concrete side hustle that I can say I do that bring money.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I have friends, like at least few friends who also help support in some
Okay.
of the things that I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's like, they come together and try and help you attain.
exactly.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
5 years time, I see Fadama Selorm as one of the biggest artists in Africa.
Okay, and how does that look?
So great.
Okay, tell me the journey. How would you get there?
Get there
Because for that one
because
there, everyone would say, I see myself as being the greatest in, but
exactly.
what's the plan?
So it's all about the hard work,
Uh-huh.
determination, believing in whatever I'm doing, as I'm doing now. So I'm still pushing, and I know the pushing will get me there.
Because at least for 3 years, you've done very well, haven't you?
Exactly.
How many albums have you had out?
No album yet.
So you just like release singles?
Single
How
for
many-
now.
how-
Because for me, I believe in album should be well pushed to a certain level for the world music to be recognized. So if I don't have that zeal, I don't see
You
the
don't
reason why I should release album for now.
So you release singles.
I release singles so that I can use my small strength to push.
Okay.
So it's all about the strength. That's why I release single. But I have songs there that can sum up to more albums.
So like you've got a lot of music
Yes,
sitting
so
there.
much music.
Wow. Because I always think, whenever we talk to artists, it's always like, Charlie, things are tough. You
For
always
sure.
have to find, something around to, and you don't worry. You don't worry at all.
It's not that I don't worry, but I can't let my worry lay me low. So I still rise above the odds and then make things look so easy to the people. Because you can't let your problem draw on your face every time you walk.
Yes, I understand, but I mean, at least because I know for me, I work freelance, so like you've done a job, you get your money, then 1 month time nothing is coming in, the money is going down. At least at some point you wonder to yourself,
I know about that before I entered into the industry. I know how tough it is.
that you will at least be going hungry small.
That one there for sure. I have to walk to some places. That one I believe in it. I know before I ventured into it, so I can't give up based on those things.
How did your family react to you? Because like our parents also, they worry about us and they worry about us being able to sustain ourselves.
For sure. For me, my family, none of them was against my music life. None of them was against it. But I think when you are in a situation that they have nothing to do about it, they just motivate you and push you forward. That's how it is for my family.
So they supported your dreams.
Yeah, morally.
Explain that.
Morally,
Yeah.
not financially. That's what I mean.
But I mean, they had your back because
Yeah.
some people, at least if you have somebody who's saying, yeah, we support you, at least it gives you
That zeal to push hard.
that zeal to push hard.
Yeah.
So I was asking you about, what your influences are. What kind of things do you read?
Well, I read anything, anything at all that I come across. I'm someone who love internet a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so I read a lot.
Books?
Books, physical book are becoming difficult to read,
No, but
but
at least on
online.
your phone.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do read. I do read, but I love reading the Bible as well.
Uh-huh.
So I do read. I do
How does
read
that
up
influence your work?
like the readings.
The Bible.
Well, not specifically my work, but my work when I bring in my work into the like the way I read the Bible, it doesn't allow me to put in profanity or whatever into my music. I
Oh,
make
why you
sure.
put profanity into your music?
No, I'm saying because of the way I'm connected to the Bible. Let me see,
Uh-huh.
yeah, something like that. So it doesn't allow me put profanity. Like I make sure my lyrics
Are
are
clean.
clean. My lyrics.
But the thing is, remember when we first started talking, you talked about positivity,
Exactly.
about putting positivity into the world. So I mean, if you have music where is profanity and the degradation of women, then it goes completely against what it is you say
So
you
that's
want.
that's what I'm not doing. I don't do that. I don't do that because of how I'm perceived to be.
But
Because my hair alone is something a lot of people are against.
yeah, I had dreadlocks to my hips.
Wow, before you cut it.
I chopped it all off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I know that can bring a lot of misconception.
so because of that, I'm afraid to do bad things.
But do you want to do bad things?
Should I want? I don't think I want, but at least you might not want to do bad things, but the people you work with might be bad, and then you might be called upon or
Because I'll tell you something.
okay.
I've seen some of our musicians, like when they first hit the scene, and you see them, they're singing their songs, but then as times go on, and they might have some ladies in their in their music videos, but the ladies are dressed, doing their thing, and then as time goes on, all you see are backsides in the uh, um, where is it because their management thinks this is what the people want to see, or is it because they see other people doing it so they also do it?
Well, my opinion about that is as you grow, you grow in life and there are changes in life, of course. So management will be will decide on what you should bring out. It has to be a meeting or whatever.
So for instance, you with reading the Bible, how it impacts your choice for what you do.
Yeah.
Once you get to the stage where you get management on board,
Exactly.
and management are now saying that we need twerking and ladies doing the WAP in front of you while you're doing your thing, how then do you gel that
Well,
with where you're
okay, so
from?
do you know what I have to say about that? What you do is what they plan about. You understand? So the music that come out of my head is what the video concept will be planned about. So if I don't think about that,
Oh, but there's so many videos out there that don't need women shaking their asses all over the place.
but they're shaking it inside.
They're shaking it inside the thing. I mean, it's like you're hearing one song, the song is saying one thing,
Okay.
and the people are doing something else.
I heard this word, sex sell.
Yes, sex does sell, but something can be sexy without it being vulgar or pornographic.
Exactly.
And so I think a lot of time they're using like the lowest level of sexy, which is throw a naked woman or a semi-naked woman there with licking her lips and, and doing whatever.
Very true, very true. So that one, for me, I've always said this in my life that never say never. I mostly don't criticize things. No, if I start criticizing something, I find myself doing it. So I mostly don't criticize things.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you critique something, you say I don't like this thing because ABC, then you carry yourself there.
I don't know.
Uh-uh.
So
You need
I
to
only
read your Bible.
I always believe in what I'm doing. I just have to focus on it. I don't need to like see what someone is doing wrong and
But shouldn't that then be something that helps you? Because we can also learn from other people's experiences.
For sure.
So if you see somebody is doing something, like
I would just ignore it and then look out for the positive one.
Look out for the positive
Yeah.
ones. Because you can also use the negative to also help you. Like that, who was that guy some musician who exposed himself on stage?
Why is that great?
Is that him?
Yeah.
I mean, you see that, now that at least you make sure your belt is tight on your trousers.
That one will not influence me because I do that always.
You're doing what?
I'm someone who doesn't allow to fist or whatever. So for me,
thank you.
I'm always like a simple kind of person who doesn't like plenty. Like I don't know how to even put it. So I'm like that already. So I don't need to see the negative one and then learn from it. I already know that this is how it's supposed to be. This is the positive way. So I follow that route. So I don't want anyone's influence to drive me off.
So you talked earlier about having some things in the pipeline.
Yeah.
How does that happen? Do they approach you, or do you approach them?
I approach, and some also approach as well. So that's how it is. The music industry, you don't have to be a reserved type to make it. You have to also approach because you want to get ahead of them. And some are also there already. Some also see you down and see the potentials in you and approach you as well. But you also see some there and wish to get closer to them, so you also approach. So that's how it is.
It is.
Yeah.
So, what determines how you release your music? Because at the moment you said you have a lot of music written. How, for instance, like the ones that we've listened to and that, how did you choose to release those as opposed to others? What influences when your music comes out?
Okay, it's all about timing and what you think your fans should get and what you think is on at that moment. Sometimes I see like some music like out at the moment and I see them as okay, so let me bring this one out. Maybe it might differ a little bit and maybe I might get attention to man, because if everyone is doing this, like, I don't know how to even put it. A lot of people's attention are on them. You doing the same, maybe
you just get lost in there.
You just get lost because your strength is very low. You don't have that superior strength to push yours to overshadow theirs. So at least I also relay something opposite a little bit to also counter.
Okay.
So that people have different vibe. So
you're always looking at the music scene and then knowing at what time is the best time to release.
So like at this moment like this, that a lot of people are not going out releasing a danceable song. I see it as maybe people might just play with it and then that's all. So I release songs that will be very inspiring at moments like this, that people are home thinking about their lives. You give them something that they think about, something that like will be connected to them. So that's how I read the system.
And I think also, I mean, here at Africa Global Radio, we're all about promoting good art and things like that. And as you said, some people have like lots of danceable stuff. But I think there are a lot more people who are also interested in listening to lyrics, and they're listening to intelligent music, that speaks to them. So I think that's is really, really important.
For sure.
I like your the way your mind works.
Thank you so much.
I like the way your mind works. I like the way at least you've got an idea of what it is, what your influences are, and exactly what's going on. So if you are unhappy, what do you listen to?
If I'm unhappy, I listen to nothing at all. Yes. If I'm unhappy, I listen to nothing at all. I have to hide myself in the corner. I restore myself when I'm unhappy.
You restore yourself when you're unhappy. How do you do that?
Thinking of a lot of things that I think like I do wrong,
Mm-hmm.
I restructure myself
So
and
you're always checking yourself and
exactly
checking.
whenever I'm unhappy, whenever I'm alone, or I get to write some emotional things down
Mm-hmm.
that can help me record like something like that. So
So you write poetry?
no, like musically,
Just musically?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So whenever I'm unhappy, I jot some things down. When I'm ready, I add up and then I get to the studio.
And when you are happy?
When I'm happy, I listen to music a lot.
What kind? Hip life,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I listen to all genres
Afrobeat?
of music.
But you told me
But
you
the
don't
term,
listen to rock music, you don't listen to
yeah,
classical music.
so all genres
I,
of
re-
music
I really
that
want
I
you
have
to.
on my phone,
Uh-huh.
those are what I will
But
listen
you
to.
know YouTube is also free, so you can go and listen to anything you want there.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah.
But I listen to what I want to listen to. Like,
But I would like to ask you to listen to other music just simply as a form of research, because you
for
might
sure,
actually you
as you
might
said it,
actually
I considered it.
you might
So
find something that would give your music just a little something.
for sure, I'm gonna do that.
Are you on social media?
Very, very powerful there.
Please, can you tell our listeners how they can
Okay,
get in touch?
okay. For Facebook, the name is Fadama Selorm GH.
Mm-hmm.
For Instagram, it's Fadama Selorm. For Twitter, it's Fadama Selorm. YouTube as well is Fadama Selorm.
Salon. Okay, and so there they can see your
You can get
music
connected to
videos,
there.
and then they can also get connected to you, because like there could be somebody sitting out there with a nice fat bank account looking for a musician to
They should come. We are ready
invest,
to work with
and
them.
they hear you, and they can go and do a bit more research about you and
Exactly.
everything. Fadama, thank you so much for
Wow.
coming
Are we
on
done?
this show. Yes, we are actually
Wow,
done.
so short.
It's
Hey.
so short. Okay,
Wow.
so well, people, that was a really interesting conversation that I had with Fadama. You can contact him, Fadama Selorm. You want to appreciate your people. Okay,
Like,
big up
yeah.
your Fadama people.
Well, big up to everybody supporting Fadama Selorm Upnet family. Big up to Sir Prophet, Sedem, Kwekudrinos, everybody. So my Suhum people, Nifio people, Fadama people, Nima people, like everybody supporting Fadama Selorm. Thank you so much. And let's keep supporting and pushing hard. We're gonna get there.
Guys, did you hear that? Keep supporting and pushing hard. Okay, so we have come literally to the end of the show. He was like, "Oh, are we done?" That was so quick. So I'm going to leave you guys again with the proverb that I started with "Who does not throw away gets nothing." It's a Kikuyu proverb from Kenya. You have to let go of something to gain something bigger. We all know nothing comes for free, so it's important to learn. You got to give something up. You got to sacrifice to get the things you want in life. You know, when you see the tip of the iceberg, the success, you forget that under the water is the biggest part of the iceberg. That's where all the sacrifice, the hard work, the blood, the sweat, the tears takes place, so that everybody can see the tip of success. You heard from Fadama just now talking about, doing music even before he got into the music business. He's not making much money from it, but he has a dream, he has a plan, and he's going for it. So there's the sacrifice, there's giving up things, and making sure that you are on the path, the right journey for yourself. So who does not throw away gets nothing, people. Make sure you need to work hard, put in sacrifice, and get the things that you need. As always, a big thank you to all of you listening in. A big thank you to Joel. He puts everything into place so that everything runs smoothly while I do the chatting. It's always great to have somebody reliable, having your back and making sure that everything goes well. We are on africaglobalradio.com. On Twitter and Instagram, we are at AF Global Radio. Facebook, we are at Africa Global Radio. And of course, you can send us your WhatsApps on +233 207 064 680. Arts Africa is brought to you by Africa Global Radio in collaboration with the Creative Writing Academy. I hope you enjoyed the conversation as much as I did. Fadama, thank you once again for your lovely music. I am looking forward to great things from you. And then when you're big, this will be my claim to fame. I'll be telling everybody, like I interviewed this guy.
For sure.
So here is the final Fadama Selorm song to sign us out with for today. Are you going to sing us a few lines of it before
So which one?
This one.
The last one, this
Yes,
one.
yes.
So yeah.
Yes. So give us a few lines before we go into the song proper.
Okay. So I get to
Yes.
wear this thing.
Yes.
God bless the day that I met you, girl. Since that day I just can't stop loving you, girl. Yeah. 'Cause I know you are a woman for me. But I can't help but admire. Man.
Look, he's
Like this song, like I have to be singing it melodiously.
With the
I quite say
music.
it's like Odonium, so
Yeah.
I have to sing it slowly.
I hear you, but we just wanted the listeners to have a taste.
Oh,
so
okay.
everybody, I'm wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Let's meet here next week on Arts Africa on the anniversary of Ghana's Independence Day, the 6th of March. So see you there. Enjoy the week. And as Fadama did the intro, we're now going into the song proper itself. Have a great weekend, people.